From local to global, that is the theme of the 6th edition of the Timeless Women's Conference that took place in Kigali from 19th to 20th February 2020 with Chams Media as a media partner. Participants discussed the untapped potential of Africa with special attention to the role of women. This is what transpired at the conference. Kigali International Conference Center is where the 6th edition of the Timeless Women Conference took place, with Helen Mutawali, a music performer who teaches music at the Daystar University in Kenya, bringing life to the event through her artistic voice and jig. The conference brought together participants from across the globe, and it was the first time it was happening in Rwanda. It kicked off with opening remarks from CEO of Timeless Women of Rwanda and convener of the conference, June Nyakan.
Women play a significant role in driving our economic growth and are major drivers of consumer decisions. The diversity women bring to the table and their role in ensuring sustainable development makes the case for inclusion in the development of Africa a critical matter for consideration. As we know, women form more than 50% of Africa's population. The turning point in the history of Africa's development will be marked by the empowerment of women and their contribution towards the continent's dynamic workforce and industrialization.
Nyakan highlighted the organization's achievements so far.
Over the past 5 years, the stakeholders and beneficiaries, women, have developed strategies and projects that have shifted the narrative of work and enterprise in Africa. Through our 7 pillars, we have empowered over 24,500 women to contribute positively to industry. Now skilled construction workers can take up jobs and start businesses that increase their income from $0 to $3 per day to $15 per day. Our mentorship programs have seen the increase in women leaders' confidence and their inclusion in decision making, as those in enterprise take a greater leap to expand their businesses.
She said Africa has the opportunity to take its destiny into its hands.
Let us collaborate and build strategic alliances that enhance the overall well-being of each other. This is time for Africa to connect with the world as equal partners to further the bigger good of humanity.
Aisha Mambo Adams, second Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Malawi, shared her achievements in the leadership of Malawi. She hailed Malawi as one of the African countries that have done well in recognizing the role of women in leadership.
For the first time, the men in Parliament have elected a woman to be the Speaker of the House. And for the first time, to have 2 women in speakership, because there is the Speaker, the first Deputy, who is a man, and myself as a second Deputy Speaker. The kind of leadership that this continent needs at this point is a transformational leadership that puts the interests of the nation before their own. A selfless leadership that is both visionary and practical. We have some of these leaders in Africa, and we can borrow a leaf from them. One of the leaders is His Excellency Paul Kagame.
The guest of honor at the conference was Rwandan Minister for Gender and Family Promotion.
You have in front of you a woman whose story and history has changed. 25 years ago, we used to have the discriminations and all that it takes to keep behind the woman. But now, our legal framework, our institutions, our leadership, all together have put gender equality and women's empowerment into the centrality of everything we do. All these ingredients put together under the leadership of His Excellency Paul Kagame, who is a he-for-she champion, with 61% of women in parliament, in the lower chamber. We have 52% of women in the cabinet, 49% in the women in the Supreme Court.
But nothing comes easy, she emphasized.
What we've seen here in Rwanda, there is no magic thing, but we know it takes determination. It takes commitment. It takes discipline.
The conference was abuzz with panel discussions on topical issues.
The United States did a major initiative to get more women in technology by having coding classes, software coding and things.
Traders also got an opportunity to exhibit their products at what was dubbed the Timeless Marketplace. Former First Lady of Malawi, Calista Mutharika, who was a panelist at the conference, said such conferences go a long way in inspiring women into business and leadership.
Women have a great role to play in Africa, especially because we are looked at as carers. We are carers. And by nature we are kind people, we are peacemakers and so on. And Africa, as you very well know, we are facing a lot of challenges. There are conflicts, there is poverty, and all these, the HIV and AIDS, these are issues that can be dealt with by the First Lady. The First Ladies can be in the forefront as carers and kind people, considerate, because those are the qualities of women in Africa.
And some of the participants had this to share about the conference.
I'm called Juliet Musanabaganwa. I work with FERENCE Rwanda. We've learned how to do our own business. We gained to know that there is networking for women.
When you say the future is female, you actually mean both male and female, so that you can give birth to a good future together. Women should now get out of the kitchen and the traditional cocoon that women cannot be leaders. They must be leaders right from the house, leaders in social areas, and leaders even in the country, so that they can also be leaders even in business.
In the Timeless Women's Conference in Kigali, we have learned that we have ability to share what we have. As long as you have confidence to do it and do it well, you have the globe as your field. Therefore, I love the theme. It says from local to global. So your local talent, whatever you have, whatever skills you have, ensure that the world knows about it.
We should look at what are the hindrances that have made women remain where they are. Are they policies? Are they laws? Are they structures? Is it cultural? Is it religious? What is it? And then also look at why then men have had the positions they have.